All right.
So I think.
You don't
Should
have
we
to do all
just-
that stuff I'm telling you there, Mahan. I'm just giving you tips in case you want them.
Gotcha. Thank you. So would it be best though if one person was like into the spectator and then like
Yeah, one
streaming?
person
Yeah.
needs to be the spectator, and then.
Oh, okay,
and then
okay. Yeah, I can
control that.
spectate then. So, oh yeah. So then I'll go live, and then
Yeah.
and then you guys watch through my stream.
Yep. That makes
Okay.
sense. So I guess I don't need to be in this lobby.
Yeah, you just chilling.
Nini, is your stream live?
Yes, we are. We are live.
All right, we are
Also-
live. Okay, so, we are doing also. So let me write in the chat. We are doing pre-game intros and quick interviews, quick captain interviews.
Interview.
Start. Okay, so yeah, so this is it. This is the zero time in-house league tourney event, starting with the first set of quote-unquote preseason games today. We're gonna see how the team balance is in practice. We're gonna see if adjustments need to be made. And this first week's all about just like round robin pairing. First couple weeks, round robin pairing with each other and seeing what the results are and that sort of shit. So let's start off with. Oh, sorry, I need to ask. Is swearing allowed on stream? Like,
Yeah, I don't care. Go ahead.
Okay. Like, I'm not sure what the demonetization process is or
Demonetization's mostly on the YouTube side of things, which doesn't give two
Gotcha.
fucks. As long as you're not killing anybody or killing yourself, they don't care. Or porn. But then again, you'd only get a 2-week ban for that, so it's fine.
Gotcha. Okay, so I'm gonna start off by dragging down the team captain, who they say is Gotti. So I'm gonna go ahead and drag him down. We're gonna get an interview started with him real quick.
All right, let's fucking get it. Hey, Gotti, how's it going? Welcome to the interview.
Hey, what's up?
How are you feeling?
Hey, we're good. We're confident that there's a skill gap mid, and we're gonna play around that.
It's fair.
Okay,
It's fair. I
excellent,
can see it.
excellent. So yeah, the
Spice.
skill cap on your favor, right? Jack is definitely the better player, right?
Yeah, Jack is definitely better than the 250 LP.
I don't know. I mean, as long as Jack's mental is in tip-top shape today, I see no problems.
I mean, we're so confident. We're letting Cat go through, and
Oh,
shit.
that's
we're just-
ballsy.
Oh,
Listen, I like.
boosted. He really is mid lane.
Holy
Let's go, that
shit!
is so-
Wait, is it a mutual understanding you don't ban Cat and they won't ban Asol, and then like we'll have like the battle of the gods in mid lane?
Yeah, we'll see.
All right. Well, and one more question. What do you guys think of your team name? Do you think it's very applicable? Do you think the boomers will show up?
The team boomers. Yeah, we were deciding names, and ChatGPT didn't really come through with any good names for us. So this will be a good
Dude.
placeholder until we find an appropriate name based off our performance tonight.
Perfect. Awesome. Well, hey, good luck in the games, and let's see that Heimerdinger bot lane. Hopefully that gets through. I really hope that they don't ban Heimerdinger. I want to see the Jotty Heimerdinger in the bot lane.
I hope they permaban
we'll
it, to
see.
be honest.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Cool, man. Good
I
luck.
appreciate it, guys.
All right, take it easy.
And now the other team captain, who I nominate this team captain just because I got it. Like, it's got to be this guy. Tips. Let's get him in here.
Dude, it's Tipster. Tipster's the team captain. Hey,
It
Tipster,
is-
how's it going?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Tipster. What was? Hold on 1 second. Oh my God, I'm blanking. Sorry. Tipster, Guadalupe, Hidalgo, Gomez, Williams, the captain of Team Leaning Tower of Pislo. Tell me, Tipster, what do you expect from your team today?
I expect a lot of different things. We have a lot of varied positions that can take over the game and absolutely dominate. And we have some positions that are not as capable of not dying as others.
How do you feel being back
yeah.
with Cameroon in the bot lane?
I feel like it's an incredible combination. We're back to take over the Rift. Alumagati's got a lot of work to do because Topher's just... It's not looking so good, but we will do as expected and go 24-0 probably.
Hell yeah, let's go. Nini, Zero, you got any questions for Tapioca?
Honestly, Tipster, how do you think the bot lane matchup's gonna go? Because I'm gonna be honest with you, you and Cam have always been notoriously good together, but there have been moments where it's like you seem to be the one holding the reins here. Like, do you think that you're gonna be able to corral Cam back to his diamond days, or do you think it's gonna
our
fall
last
through?
Flex game, we went 2-12 in 7 minutes. I hope that's not indicative of anything that'll happen tonight.
That's fair.
Oh
The
dear.
flex game was pretty good, though.
Jesus. Okay, good. Glad to hear that. All right, man. Well, good luck to you and your team. I hope to see some amazing Cameroon tapioca bot lane shenanigans, and let's see if Shifter pops off in his first
yeah.
zero time in-house league. Yeah,
Fingers crossed.
and let's get started.
All right, see you guys in game.
All right.
All right, and then we'll go ahead and give the signal saying we are ready.
I'm excited, honestly. I can't wait to see people int or insanely pop off. We'll see, though.
So
For
Mahan,
sure.
let me ask you something. What are you feeling about the matchups in this game? All right, I'm looking over here. The first thing I'm looking at,
great.
I gotta know. Vinny DePoo versus Epic Ice Cubes. Okay, these guys have played against each other before, but who do you think is gonna come out? What do you think we're gonna see them play?
So
There's Cap.
they lied. They lied.
Lion-ass little bitches. Lion-ass little bitches.
Oh man! Of course, the matching the Heimerdinger ban,
Dude.
understandable. So Zero, to answer your question, I think that Epic Ice Cubes is more favored statistically speaking because he's been playing more consistently, playing more ranked solo queue, that sort of stuff. But Vinny's got this uncanny habit of suddenly out of the blue just doing really way better than expected. So
Yeah,
that surprise factor, you know?
Yeah, back when I had him on my team, when I first got him on my team, I was like, man, what am I doing with this guy? He's in like low gold. This is gonna be really challenging to deal with. And then the guy comes out and stomps on some other top laners that were heavily favored in the tournament we were playing in. I don't know what it is about Vinny, but he doesn't grind rank, so you don't really know his peak. So,
Exactly.
and what's even wilder about him is he plays a lot of carry tops. And one thing I will say about Epic Ice Cubes coming into this is, so far we've seen a lot of performance on Rengar and maybe like Kled and things like that. I'm interested to see what he's going to pull out today because I haven't kept up with this guy. I don't know what he's up to, what he's cooking these days. But
Let him cook.
Vinny's no pushover.
Yeah, that's for sure. And you said Rengar top lane. Interesting. I actually didn't know he played Kled. I was aware. I didn't realize he played Rengar. Top
Yeah, he
lane.
one-tricked Rengar top for a while, but that could be old news.
Rakan Vayne as the counter pick. Oh, no.
Oh, no, there's
LeBlanc. Dude, Shifter on LeBlanc is kind of scary. This is, honestly?
Dude, okay.
So
Literal top of the charts. You've got Tipster on his patented Rakan support. This is already a good look for their team.
here's what I want to say.
For sure.
Here's what I want to say. I want to say I respect the fact that they took the Rakan in response to the first pick Xayah, right? Because Xayah's right now is a really good AD carry, right?
Yes.
But what scares me here is that they all right, so they locked in Warwick. Now, so is that top or is that jungle? Because if that's
jungle.
top,
So, yeah.
what are they
Let me
picking for
clarify.
jungle?
Tally is substitute. The substitute jungle for Colden today. But I believe that is a Warwick jungle.
Let's see.
It could be top. I think Epic Ice Cubes have
It's
played,
a flex pick, honestly,
might have
right?
played it before,
yeah, flex
but
pick,
I haven't had time to research these guys before the game today. So
Yeah.
I think we're getting raw analysis. Not a lot of information backing up our judgment today, but it's going to be fun, no doubt.
Oh, there's the Cassiopeia pick.
The counter to LeBlanc. That's a good one. Because, I mean, does Grounded stop LeBlanc from going back to her thing, right?
It will. However, I will say that like one of the biggest problems with my experience, Cassiopeia versus LeBlanc, is that like it's hard to harass her. You have to hold all your cooldowns and wait for her to make the engagement. Like you're playing reactionary to her field, which
That's fair.
Which means that you're more likely to get shoved in. Is kind of like my experience in that matchup. But so I would say it's a very, very skill-based matchup in LeBlanc's favor, in my opinion, personally.
So now,
yeah.
I was gonna say, now that we've seen the first three picks, what do we think is gonna be banned, right? Because we got Xayah, Cassiopeia, and Warwick, which is potentially top or jungle, right? And then we have literally bot side and mid done. So now we need to see jungle and top side coming up from right side.
Yep, Xerath is getting banned next. I'm calling it.
Yeah, same here. Yeah.
From Gotti, I mean, but on the other side, I mean, what we're pinching top now. I would ban Gwen and something else probably, but let's see what they do. Let's see what they choose.
And maybe they banned the Volibear from the past, the Vinny Volibear.
Yeah,
special.
at this point, I would probably pinch
Kennen,
out top lane.
Kennen is actually a really good ban because Vinny's been playing a lot of Kennen top, and Kennen's a pretty simple, easy champion that fits in most team comps as well. So I would say it's a solid ban for sure.
Fair enough. Yeah, he's been pretty cracked on the Kennen in ARAMs lately. If anyone's been around our server, seeing that, but I will say I haven't seen him play a lot of it in lane though, so interesting. We'll see how that plays out for them.
And let's see. Oh, they're the Vagar ban. That's really interesting, actually. So I guess they're just saying, yeah, Xerath goes through. Which, to be fair, I would say, I mean, do people play Vagar support nowadays? Is that actually a thing?
Yeah, it's
Vagar
a thing.
ADC.
Kinda.
It's a
It's
thing.
more so played mid or bot lane, but ever since the Vagar scaling nerfs, where they made most of his damage in his later levels, he's been more back in the mid lane role because you just don't get enough XP as a support or as an ADC.
Makes sense. Interesting ban. Maybe they just weren't like, there's like whatever, we don't care about the final ban. And who did they ban? They banned Ivern. Oh, that's right, because Mantrell is like Ivern is his best
That's right.
champion in the
Mantrell
jungle,
is their jungler. True.
you know?
They're giving the nod, the
Williams.
respect to Mantrell on his Ivern technology.
Looks like we have a Mundo
Ooh,
pick,
Dr.
though.
Mundo. Do we think that's going jungle or top? The question must be answered.
My guess,
Or is it a flex?
yeah. My guess though is my intuition is jungle. I've seen Mantrell play Mundo jungle a couple of times.
And there it
there's the
is.
Kled, yep.
There it is. There's the Kled top.
So Kled versus Mundo, I'm trying to think, because like as from the bot lane perspective, let's see, we have Vayne Rakan. I would love to honestly see a Morgana. Like if Illuminati can play a Morgana here, this would be so big because like just giving Xayah even more free range in like black shielding Rakan ult makes it. Yes.
Oh, there it is.
I told you the Morgana pick is so
No
clutch here.
shot.
Illumijati
shot,
playing an
dude.
actual support champion? What is this?
Honestly, I'm surprised because, you know, I'm surprised that if it wasn't for Tipster being on the enemy team, I'd wonder why they picked the Rakan other than to take it away from Xayah, because Gotti doesn't play support champions typically.
Yeah,
He plays aggressive mage supports. He plays Heimerdinger. He plays
Fiora.
aggressive
Wait, is
things.
that Mundo jungle? No, it's gotta be more jungle.
It's
No, I've seen-
Mordekaiser.
Oh, actually, yeah,
top
Mordekaiser
lane.
jungle.
No, it's
Well,
Mordekaiser top. What?
It has to be more top.
But more
because
jungle is
then
so good right now.
I think Mundo is gonna be in the jungle, yeah. So
I've seen Mantrell
Also-
play both of those champions in the jungle, so yeah, but yeah, more top is what it looks like. Yeah.
Yeah, for those in
Yeah,
chat,
and
make sure to put your predictions down. Left side is Team Boomer, right side is Team LTP. I'm not saying the name because it's fucking stupid. I refuse to say that name. Make sure to have your predictions set in. I will decide the winner at the end of this game. Honestly, my personal thoughts, not to skew votes or anything, it's honestly looking in Shifter's favor. Like LTP's favor, because
LTP's
purely just
favor.
by team comp status, right? Like Xayah's good late game, but Vayne scales way too hard. You have too much pick potential with LeBlanc, with too many squishy targets on the with Boomer's team. I mean, I feel like they get outscaled here. I don't know about you guys.
It's a tough one because the thing is, Cassio is actually really good against Mundo, Mord, and a Rakan engage, as I would say. I know it's Rakan. I call it Rakan. Don't at me. Yeah. So Cassio is a really good answer to those three champions, but yeah, they have better picks, like you're saying. Basically, Boomer team essentially has very little pick potential besides like a random Kled engage on like if they're doing a ARAM mid or something, a 3-person ARAM mid. Seems definitely more favored on the LTP's team right now. By that.
I am expecting Boomer's team to be extremely aggressive on the Dragon and Rift Trail take because, I mean, jungle matchup wise, right? Like Warwick versus Mundo, it's a fucking no-brainer. I mean, Warwick wins that every time. Or good early game sustain against Mundo. I mean, in the mid game, it'll be a little bit harder to close out Dragon Soul, I feel like. But I think first Rift Herald and maybe the first 2 Dragons are definitely in Boomer's favor. And if they do get that, that's a good lead. They just need to take very proactive plays.
I realize I'm a silly Billy, and I forgot that Lucas is their jungle, not Mantrell. Whoops.
True.
It's hard for me to see it because for some reason there's a bug right now where in the spectator view I can't see the enemy team's name. It just says enemy 1 through 5.
Yep, same with
So
me.
then why did they ban Ivor?
That's a good question, actually.
Why did they, man? Dude, maybe Lucas is like, bro, I'll pull it out. Fucking pocket pick Ivern.
Maybe there's some next level manipulation going on in the background there. Who knows?
I'm very curious to see how this is going to play out. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, right, like, it's gonna be. I think what I'm really excited to see is just the skirmishes around like the mid game, because you get to see LeBlanc kind of see whether or not, or sorry, you get to see whether or not their vision is good enough to kind of counteract LeBlanc's flanks, and how well they are at making sure that Vayne can't pop off in these fights. Because in terms of CC, right, like what do they have that's targeted? Very not much, right? Like Vayne maybe oversteps.
All recon.
Yeah, it's literally it's all recon for the engage, and so it'll either be Tipster engaging, setting up massively for his team, or it'll just be Tipster engaging and just getting destroyed. Like,
Yeah, getting obliterated.
All right, real
Because
quick.
Boomer has a lot of reactionary CC.
Real quick before the game, let's see. Can we get predictions lane by lane? Who do you think comes on top? Let's look at the top lane. This is a tough one, but I think I'm giving it to Vinny just because we're on the same team. But I will say Epic Ice Cube's Kled was a force to be reckoned with.
I'm honestly leaning on Nick. Epic Ice Cubes. I think first of all, isn't Kled just favored in Mordekaiser in general? Like, Kled's a real big bully top lane, and he wants to get in close fights, so he doesn't care if he gets Mord pulled. Mid lane, I think it's LeBlanc favored, like I said, and then bot lane, honestly, I think it's the Boomer favored right now. That's what I'm thinking.
I'm thinking. So I'm contrary to popular belief. I actually think Mord will win top lane this game. Just purely out of the fact that, like, if he goes the Mord tank build with like Jock Show and shit, I don't think there's anything Kled can do. Personally, like if he decides to go to like a more AP bruiser, like with Riftmaker and Nashers, I think they'll have it, but let's see. In game.
Ooh, great Kaskin, Jack. That's a good choice.
All right.
How
Between the
good is
junglers,
Clem's
I'm gonna
been?
just say this: like I've seen Tally before, I've seen Lucas before, but I have not seen a lot of either of them in the jungle role specifically.
I
I've
agree.
seen Tally in a few games before, but I honestly don't know what to expect. And it's also a relatively unconventional matchup between these champions. You hardly ever see these champions in the jungle against each other, so I don't really know what to make of that one. That said, Nini, what do you think about the stylistic matchup between our AD carries and the bot lane from an AD carries perspective?
So
What do you think
Stylistic.
about this lane? The stylistic differences. What do you think about it?
hold on, my game is acting a little weird. But so in terms of the matchup, right? Like Vayne Rakan just honestly shits on Morgana Xayah. Like in an early game standpoint, Xayah wins, but like as soon as Vayne hits 3 items, it's over. Like Xayah can't contest damage. There's no way she can get enough feathers to do anything. Also, what the fuck?
Sorry, if you need to take a second to deal with that, I'll kind of step in with Mahan here. So Mahan, I'm looking down here, and let me just say this: I've played with Cam, I've played with Topher. These guys have polar opposite style
Play
choices
styles,
when it
yeah.
comes to how they play the game.
Exactly.
You see Cam, he's shoving every lane, he's shoving every wave, he's shoving every minion, he's going for every trade. And then you look at Topher, and he's the guy that knows how to take that pressure and absorb it and take it backwards and turn it on you if you take a step too far. So this is going to be a really interesting matchup, I think, in the bot lane, because these guys play so opposite to each other. Topher likes to sit back and kind of scale. He doesn't look for the aggressive early game. And then Cam is the early game aggressor in the bot lane.
He
Alright,
is,
we're in.
absolutely. Oh, yeah, we are in fact in. Looks like they're meeting in the mid lane.
Yep.
Um,
Ooh. They
Zero,
wanna
to
do,
kind of
like, an
answer your
early
question a
invade?
little bit though. What I honestly predict is going to happen, I'm not going to lie. I think Cam, it's a good thing Cam took cleanse, because what's going to happen is that he's going to get hit with a bad binding because he's going to overextend a little bit.
He's
and,
gonna eat them bindings like it's
he's
for
gonna,
breakfast.
yeah, exactly. This is a good thing he took cleanse.
Oh my god, that trade though. Lucas, what the hell are you doing? Oh, I guess he didn't really give much up for it. If he had, oh my god, if Lucas had grass there, that would have been so nice. But his jungle clear would be
Oh my
ass.
god, Nini, I'm so happy. Jack took barrier. Oh my god.
He's learning
There
from
is a clip-
Mahan.
There's a clip of a game I played like last Friday or something.
Mhm.
I gotta send it to you. It was literally barrier diff was the reason I lived, and it was the funniest thing. So it was like 5 HP. I lived with 5 HP because of barrier, and it was amazing. Anyways, yeah, I'm a big advocate of barrier.
So the biggest skill check that I want to see here, honestly, coming up from bot lane, is that I want to see how well Topher plays the ranged versus melee support matchup, because a little bit known fact. So like when it comes to melee and mid versus range, everybody's like very well aware of the fact that, oh, I'm a range champion, so I can harass a melee champion, right?
Oh, the cheese!
Oh
the
my
cheese?
god, the cheese! No.
No.
Oh, Topher.
Oh, that's the Tipster Cam special right there, getting that early game
This
pressure.
was unironically
good
the
timing.
only way. Oh my god. Who has to fight? So unironically, that was the only way that Cam and Tipster actually had a lead in lane, because, like I said, melee versus range matchup is entirely dictated, and bot lane is your support. Oh my god, there's so much fighting. Level 2
There's
game coming
so
out from
what is
Norway.
going-
Tipster's gonna die.
Oh,
Tipster,
first blood
give
going
him
over
first
the
blood.
dead.
Damn,
Yo,
boomers.
Might die here too.
Cam
No,
has
the
flash.
Tally's not gonna full commit. Okay.
Ooh.
Wow, every lane is scrapping already. What is
Oh my-
happening?
dude,
And
even
while that
top
was
lane, look at
happening,
that,
Nini was
dude.
getting level 2, and they both burned flash.
Oh, Vinny might be dead
Oh,
here. He
that's
doesn't have
a
flash.
hook.
Oh,
Ooh, what a great
impressive. Shifter has the lane advantage. Oh, Jack is
Oh, this
overextending.
might be it. There's
Oh,
an
that's a
ignite.
death.
He has the
That's a
barrier.
barrier.
Oh, he has
Oh!
barrier.
Does he
A
live?
barrier diff.
He lives.
And now we
he
got
lives.
another kill.
Oh, Cam
Oh,
does.
Wow, kill
Top-
top lane.
What is this fighting? Guys, calm down.
Yo.
Damn.
Tally,
That's Tally.
going
Oh.
in for putting pressure on
Wait.
mid lane.
Oh.
Wait!
It's 4-0 right now in favor of Boomers.
Wait, in 3 minutes, 4 kills have been
Holy
already
shit.
done. What a game.
Dude, but
And it looks like
Real
2
quick,
kills
can
on
you hit
top
O for
already.
me?
Huh?
Hit O for me. Yeah.
Hit 0-4? Oh,
No, just that. That
oh,
was
it's
it.
tab. It's tab for me.
Oh, okay.
2
my bad.
kills on Tally,
Then if I
1
hit X-
kill on Nick, and 1 kill on Topher. That is a great start for the team.
Yeah,
Boomer.
honestly.
Already, they're up 1,500, 1,700 gold, and it's only 3 minutes and 30 seconds into the game. Honestly, I love that I just talked about that narrative, and here we are. Everybody's got kills.
I know,
Wait,
it's
Nick's
actually
the
kind of
man.
insane.
It's scrappy. These guys came to fucking play. That's what I'm talking about.
Nick is really staying a long time there in the top lane. He has his
I know, he
TP.
has
Looks like now he
TP.
finally wants to go back. Interesting.
I mean, Wave's gonna push back to Vinny, so I mean, it's
Yeah.
probably his best time to back, because Vinny can't clear the wave that fast.
Yeah, Vinny, he's really just trying to make sure he doesn't miss any CS because Vinny's threatening the shove.
Mm-hmm. I don't know, but this is super risky,
Oh.
unless
Yeah, now there's a
Because, I mean,
caddy wave. I don't know.
Vinny.
He's
There's
engaging.
no
He
way.
goes in.
Oh my god, and there's another engagement bot lane. They roam bot. What is all this
Oh,
fighting?
big.
They're so coordinated. Oh, Cam gets the
It
kill.
looks like
maybe?
Cam.
Oh,
Cam gets the
Cam getting a
kill.
kill on
Tibbs takes the tower
Morgana.
shot. Cam is overextending again. Oh, he's
Really
so
close
low.
there. And it looks like Nick barely lived in that engaged top lane. He's gonna
Yep.
TP right back to lane. Okay.
Honestly, really good stuff I'm seeing coming out of the top lane matchup too. I knew that it was going to be scrappy, but I kind of gave it to Vinny, and that's kind of how it's looking a little bit. But
Sally's looking bot
damn,
lane.
if he's not putting up a fight up
It's
there.
Warden over. He's been seen, but it's a 2v2.
Oh.
That's a condemned back. He should have probably saved it till after he queued. Now he W's. Yep. See, now they're gonna get feared. Cleanse. Might have been a waste of a cleanse, honestly. Could have been prevented.
Lucas
if he...
with the counter gank,
But he's
though.
gonna pursue? Are they pursuing?
Oh,
They're
and there's
pursuing. This is a
Cleaver
kill.
landing with Morgana.
Yeah!
Mundo goes where he fucking pleases. What are you guys gonna do about it? Topher flashes.
Topher having to
nothing
burn
else comes out
flash
of it,
there.
really.
Oh,
Immediate
I
A little bit
love
turnaround.
it.
overextending.
guys.
Holy shit.
Immediate turnaround. 2 kills on Cam now, and then looks like
Oh.
Shifter trying to engage on Jack. Jack looking for that snapback. Shifter too smart to take that back. I rhymed.
Mom spaghetti. Alright.
Oh, the
Jaquez.
grounding there.
All right, Jack.
They're almost dead.
Looking at CS across the board too, it looks pretty even, all things considered. I mean, Jaquez has a slight lead on Shifter, but I mean, other than that, other than like the kills that have been going out, like, it seems fairly even.
It looks like he didn't get an assist on that gank from Tally either. Okay, so yeah, he is really even with Shifter. Actually, Shifter has an assist for if I'm
The gank bot lane.
Gotcha,
Ooh,
yeah,
but he
right,
queued
yeah.
right into him. Oh, but that's the Q. Vinny doesn't have flash here. I think he dies. Yep, Vinny's dead.
Yes,
Loses
sir.
mount,
And
but that's a kill plus 2 waves crashing the tower. That's devastating.
Honestly,
huge for
Tally has
Dominion.
just been in so many good places this game. If you look at his score, he's only got 12 CS, but that's welcome to season 13, baby. That's how the meta works in
That's how
jungle now.
we live in lanes now. We're fucking renting out our lanes to our junglers for, you know, half rent. Rent's
As a
expensive.
jungle main, this is disgusting to see, but honestly, props to him because that's good adaptation to the current meta.
That was a good
Jack
trade.
is staying with
Oh,
very
Lucas.
little mana though. Oh, looks like Lucas coming in top lane. I think Nick can get mount back. Yep.
Oh,
All right.
threw his Q backwards. Sorry, Nick. Oh, buried it.
Maybe a
Buried
kill
it.
on Jack. Oh, no,
Buried
because the root's gonna pop. That's
Oh,
the ignite.
but
Finish him off.
That had
Yep.
to have been like the last
But
tick of Ignite, but his
no.
team's there to cover
Oh, shit
him.
there.
Yep, there it is. An assist for Jacques.
Dude,
He
that's
got a little bit
wild.
of constellation gold out of it.
If you look at the
And
bot
that
lane
wa-
wave state too, right? It's like it's literally even. Why like Illuminati's roaming at such a weird time, and it worked.
You know, you really notice that wave didn't get shoved in like Shifter was trying to do, and that means that the wave state is so advantageous for Jack here. He hasn't lost any CS there, except for the little bit that they went even on. And honestly, LeBlanc needs some help getting this wave under the tower.
LeBlanc's wave clear is all right, but definitely, you know, if Mundo was around to help him hard shove, would have been good.
Yeah, so we're seeing some good stuff out of the bot lane. It's been scrappy. Top lane's been scrappy. Mid lane has been scrappy. Yeah, Jack's been coming in, but the barrier combo with having his teammates rotating for him, it's honestly a really good look from their
Scrap in the
team.
bot lane. Ooh, Cam just got
Cam,
chunked there.
Yeah. Ooh, JK's taking a bad trade, trying to get a ward in river. But Tally's on
Lucas
his way.
comes in from the
Lucas
side.
ults in?
Very interesting ulti. I mean, he
Very-
has the CC immunity, so yeah, so the counter gank's not really that effective, but still. It's
Ooh,
an
Nini
interesting
gets a
ult.
D-mount on Nick. Let's get it.
It looks like Mundo could be wrapping around for a dive or at least
Shifter
an
is really making use of these like short engagements against Jack. It's kind of impressive.
Yeah. And that's what I was saying. Like, basically, LeBlanc can do these short, non-committal trades that Cassiopeia can't answer very well because her range is a lot more limited. Unless Shifter full commits, Cassio doesn't have a good chance of fighting back for the most part. But Shifter's smart enough to not full commit until he has the kill threshold.
Yeah.
Although Barrier has definitely thrown a wrench in his
Yeah,
calculations.
exactly. Yeah, like a lot of these, like honestly, like Shifter has been trying to play for the barrier. Like you'll notice it too. Like when Shifter will just like slightly sit out of range, not throw another ability, and just auto attack when he ignites him, trying to get the barrier to get ticked down. But it's just like there's always someone in the area to help. So Shifter can't take these extended plays. He has to make very proactive, very quick plays, or else there's just always somebody waiting for it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
It looks
I'm
like
not sure
LeBlanc-
if that's necessarily Jack calling that or not, but if that is, that's a really good look from him because
Shifter
you
trying
know,
to
he-
engage. Pop
Shifter's
Lumen.
got-
Oh, the
the
excellent
counter
exhaust.
engage.
Excellent
Cam
exhaust.
flash.
That was really well timed. That actually saved his life there. And it looks
Cam
like
ulti's
Cam
here.
might just die here.
Topher still
maybe.
has ult. Yep, they
Oh,
see
no.
him. They see him.
Oh, there
Shifter
it
gets
is,
out,
yeah.
maybe? Shifter lives though.
Yeah, the Shifter does live,
Lucas
yeah.
is here. Oh my god, wait, is Lucas gonna try to
No,
take this?
yeah, this is a bad fight if he takes it with,
Wait,
with
unless-
Cassio. Oh,
Oh, well, honestly, that'd be a drag play in my book, honestly. You get
Yeah,
a
it
kill
should be
bot lane, force the ADC back, go drag.
they are
Oh,
starting that dragon.
But they don't have
they
smite.
are. Oh, and also some of them are pretty low. LeBlanc with Ignite is definitely scary here. Looks like Jack is just
Jack actually forcing into the Mundo. That's exactly what he needs to be doing here. Lucas
Yeah.
could go down. He did pop the ulti.
That's dragging the blue team.
Okay.
Shifter in the wings.
Dragon the blue team. Shifter's in trouble. He has no W. And he has
Ooh.
no...
He used ulti. Oh, but the ulti
Wait.
Nick, holy shit! That was
And that's
such,
the Glenrome, baby.
that was such
and we
a
call that
good
one a
Kled
top
ult.
gap.
I love how this track they didn't care where LeBlanc waited. I'm just like, I'm following you to the ends of the earth, dude.
That was actually very well played by Nick right there.
Dang.
Absolutely incredible.
Score of 9 to
So-
3, almost 2k gold. Actually, yeah, 1.4k gold difference. Okay.
Nini,
It's
can you
definitely
hit
still
X?
quite winnable.
The gold difference
X.
across the board.
X brings up Dragon, I think.
Does it? No, X pulls up the
Oh,
gold
wrong
difference.
one, wrong one. In?
There it is.
There it is.
Yep. Next strike is
All right,
fire.
so we got an Infernal coming up next. All right, Vinny. Vinny with the 1v1, except it's never really a 1v1 if you've watched their team.
No, it's always a 1v1 with Mordecai.
Great flash.
No,
Oh, the
he loses.
remount. The
It's over.
remount. Oh
No,
my
the remount
goodness.
messes it up. The
And the ward. Oh, but there's a flash from Vinian. Okay.
That's honestly not bad. Ooh, tower plating. Good shifter, get some gold. We get to see Cam and Tipster and fuck. I'm just gonna say I'm just gonna say champ names. It's gonna be easier for me, honestly. My brain's just not working today.
That's alright, well, I know what you mean.
2v2 top laner, 1v1.
Ooh,
It
the
could
shutdown
be more.
was.
Mundo
the
almost has
shutdown
all.
goes
I
to
think
the
he wins
Mundo.
this.
This is really, really close. If Mundo can survive long enough for his ulti here. Oh,
Oh.
Jack has no mana, so.
Let's ignite. Here comes that Tipster. Tipster with
Oh,
the
Tipster with the
barrier.
barrier.
Oh, that's not
Oh, it
enough.
doesn't matter.
Ignite
that's a
finishes the
Rakan
kill.
div.
Meanwhile, the two wet noodle fight hitting in top lane.
Wow.
One of them
The
will
wet
win.
noodle fight,
No,
but Mundo. Oh,
Lucas
wait a
could
minute.
lose this actually.
When an unstoppable force meets an immovable object.
When an unstoppable object meets an immovable force.
True, that's more accurate here.
So how many
Alright.
kills has Shifter gotten then from that?
So far, he's 2 and
kills.
3.
Okay. I thought it was a 3 kills for some reason. Okay, interesting. So
He's still up a
He
lot
has
of gold.
a lot
over
of gold
Jack.
on Shifter or on Jack here, yeah. Like even being down, like this is what people say, like CS matters, right? But it's not like the most determining factor. Like if you have a shit ton of gold, kills or assists on top of it, like Shifter's literally 900 gold on top of Jack just by having 2 kills and an assist, while also being down about 20 CS. It's insane.
What's
got another
interesting
scrap
is
going to the top lane. Okay. This time it's not even close. Oh wait, but what's happening? Okay, yeah, it looks like
I
yeah,
think
not
Vinny
even close
dies
for
here.
Vinny just yeah.
Yeah, Vinny dies.
wow.
We got
Holy
full
shit, that was
catch on
clean
the
from
Cam.
Topher.
Cleanse being burned from Cameroon, and it looks
Topher.
like Hipster accepts his death there
Dude,
as well.
Topher showing up in this game, man.
Holy
Showing you that
shit.
just because
Oh,
you're 35 doesn't mean you can't get 5 kills in a game.
I think he's 33, but you know.
You know,
close
same
enough.
difference, 35, 33. It's 2 years off.
All I'm gonna say is Toveroni.
All I
He's
can hear in
really
the background,
showing
like,
up here today,
when-
showing us all that age is just a number.
age is just a, well, I mean, I wouldn't go that far, but I mean, I get the idea, you know.
So I want to make a comment
understand the
about
concept.
I want to make a comment on Jack's build real quick. So, Jack opted for Roa as opposed to Leandries, and I think he's really concerned about his survival there. Yeah, it looks like. I think
That's
I
hard steel
personally would
Mundo,
have
baby.
would have gone Leandries against Mundo, and well, first of all, in general, I prefer Leandries for damage, but like against Mundo, Mordecai.
Illuminati with the
Great.
insane
Wow.
binding. Cookie Law, like the age is just a number, exactly.
This is such a great game, dude.
Oh,
Looks
Cam.
like Cam just
Oh,
wants, Cam wants to go
Wait,
in.
Cam, why did
but
you
hit the flag.
disengage that? No, you won that. Well, I guess Topher has ulti. That's a good example. All right, so
And he had
shifted
heal
like
and
please.
flash.
Oh, the snapback.
Snap
I-
back to reality. Oh, there goes.
No, there
Ray.
goes oh no, he's on the wrong one.
Hit the. Oh, blast plant. Shift to diff. Just LeBlanc things. Do you think they know?
Oh.
Did they know it doesn't matter? He's gonna double over the wall, isn't it? Oh,
He
good.
made it!
Escape,
Oh my
let's
god,
get
the
it.
great escape Houdini.
Oh, they swapped lanes, so they sent Kled after Shifter now and let. Yeah, that's actually smart.
Ooh.
Putting Jaquez against Vinny when they're both weak is a pretty good idea. And considering that Jaquez could probably bully Vinny as well, considering that's
Yeah.
more V cast.
It's a good swap, no doubt about it.
And what does Vinny have for items right? Oh, dang. Nick
Ooh.
just going in.
Oh my god. It's just a fight.
The battle of the tethers, baby.
So,
Yeah,
so
Vinny
you know,
also
it
has
looks like
tabbies.
Mord is not going the tank build. He is not going the protein powder.
Yeah.
He's going that the Rift Maker. I don't know if I
As
agree
he
with that
shouldn't.
choice.
As he shouldn't.
That was what I was
He
afraid
should
of,
be
right?
going
Because
with
I don't know, I
Maker.
think protein powder just has better potential here, right? Like there's way too many
Yeah.
things that just outrange you or outgun you, so you might as well just be a tank.
Exactly. Yeah, and also he's pretty behind right now. Oh, can he get the? He
the
got
remount.
the remount.
Oh
just
wait,
in
did
time.
they
to save
steal
it.
Dragon?
It looks like
What?
they.
Hold on, I might need to go back.
I mean, they both died for it, but they traded Dragon. I mean, it's first Dragon. I don't know if it's worth dying two times, but
Tapioca going in. LeBlanc snapping back to reality.
Oh,
There's a
Tipster
the
with the
whiff
dot.
ulti.
Oh,
He
tower
still
shot.
got the kill from
Tower
it.
shot.
Damn.
tips are just a tad too aggressive.
That's first
And
tower
Jack makes
down.
him suffer for it. Honestly, what a comeback from Jack. You know, in the last series that we were playing, Jack kind of had a down slope. He was struggling in some of his teammates and some of his games. And Jack has just been looking really good today. His team has been covering his matchup, but he's been looking really good, honestly, all things considered. He's up in CS despite being pressured so hard. He's even got some kill participation. He's doing really well at absorbing the pressure and playing against a stacked team.
Yeah, honestly,
The
I also
total
want to point
goal
out here
is
that
pretty even now,
Topher
too.
decided to go for a Kraken game instead of Gale Force, which is kind of interesting because, I mean, I'll be honest with you, I would have preferred Gale Force here, even though it's a tank or a tank Mundo, because you could just go LDR to like circumvent the damage, or you take cut down, right? I don't know if Topher did take cut down, but if he did take cut down, like you don't really need the bonus damage from Kraken. And
I
just the
think
mobility
Topher
is better.
is really yeah, but I think he's really relying on his team to feel for him basically. And I think you know, in coordinated in-house sort of thing, he can probably reasonably expect that. So I think that might have been part of his rationale as well.
Well, and in a way, he is still old school because he is still a boomer. So
Exactly.
you could just say all these other abilities
boomer-
don't make
it's a
sense.
boomer stratagem.
Just let me right click better. You know what I mean? That makes sense. I just
Tier
want
1
to right
wall,
Oh, and a
fight
catch
breaking
on
out.
Lucas.
Ooh, good ulti from Tipster, but not enough.
And it
Oh,
looks like
Shifter messed his dash up. No.
Ooh, right into the wall.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
Wow.
I would say
That's-
it's happened to me as well, but I don't play LeBlanc. It hasn't happened to me. Can't make
I've
mistakes.
never
You don't play
eaten
the
to a wall
champion.
on any champion with a blink. I
Look, here
swear.
comes Vinny from the flank. Can he ult
Vinny
anyone?
looks a little. I don't know why he would ult
He
the
ulted
Morgana here.
Morgana.
Yeah.
He had to ult Morgana because the black shield was on the other, but he just
He is
should have
dead.
done it sooner.
Oh.
Vinny
Well,
took too
well,
long to
ooh,
decide
good
to
bait
ult.
We
down.
got
So
the
Oh, Topher.
Oh, Topheroni getting really caught out there, but he survives using
That's
that
camp ult
Ziol.
too. Ah, their damage
Shifter
isn't
going
enough.
back in. Yeah, Shifter has to contend with this beefy front line, basically. Like, unless he gets a really good flank on Topher like he did just there. But I think that was mostly due to Topher being a little bit out of position as well. Thank goodness Ziol exists, yeah.
absolutely is part of the kit, you know. And he still has flash up, so Topher wasn't out of secret weapons. He still had a card up his sleeve, you know.
Exactly.
He could have gotten out if something else happened, but he played in such a way he didn't have to expend that really long cooldown summoner. Back
Ooh,
lanes up
Another
here.
fight from the
Hey.
top lane. Let's see. Does Vinny have Riftmaker at this point? He does. This actually might be
Vinny's
winnable
looking
for
kind
Vinny.
of strong, even though he's behind.
Mm-hmm. He also went
That's
Conqueror too, which is going to be kind of interesting to see how this plays out in the mid game. I genuinely do feel like that Mordekaiser does win in Clyde like in the mid game.
Lucas going around to steal. Oh, it looks like the Shifter wants to engage on Jack here. Jack did not burn his ulti. That's very good.
Very
because,
smart. Oh, there comes around Rakan ulti. But is this going to be
Oh.
enough? He gets the remount.
He's getting the
Oh!
remount.
Tally misses his
Oh,
ulti, but just
almost.
by a
Super close
smidge.
ulti.
You always hate to see it. It's so hard to hit sometimes. You look like you should just hit it when you press that R button, but
And then other
The R
times you just
doesn't
grab
connect.
somebody by the throat while you're going through the midair, you know?
Ooh,
yeah, unfortunately he
Nick had
doesn't
the flash there.
stretch out his arms. You know, it's just his bite, I guess. That's the flash from the Kled, though.
I'm telling you, dude, whenever I get Warwick ulted, it's literally like he has 10-foot length arms and he just like grabs onto like the nearest pole as he's flying through the air and just lunges on.
We had a catch on
Tipster-
Ooh, Tipster getting
Tapioca.
caught out. And then
Tally
we got
fighting.
Vinny 1v1
Vinny,
Warwick.
super
Vinny's
close.
dead.
Oh my god. that
Oh
is
my
such a
goodness, Warwick wins the fight. Press hit that Oki, I have to see the items.
Mm-hmm.
Wow,
7
Jock
and 1
showed-
with Borg.
And Bork.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, honestly, this is looking very Boomer favored, if I'm being fair.
It's so strong. These guys
It's
are
now almost
so
a
ahead.
It's a 4K gold difference at this point, and it's Chemtech coming up soon. If the Boomers get Chemtech Soul with their team, I don't know. I think that's just GG at that point. That Chemtech Soul is huge on them.
I mean,
All
so
that
far,
I'll be
healing.
honest, I don't know if we're gonna make it to solve this game with the way things are looking. But
with how much they're fighting.
there's
I mean,
always
it's
game
kinda
2,
massive.
and I'm extremely looking forward to game 2 already. But I will say that there's something to be said about Vayne scaling, Mundo scaling, Horde scaling. They have
And
things
they
on
pick
their
up that
side.
Chemtech. They pick up that Chemtech, huge for Mundo actually.
Yep, Mundo's still pretty tanky right now, and Vayne hasn't quite hit her spike yet, but
Yeah.
everybody
here's
knows
the
what it's
other-
like to
actually
play
opting
against
to
the
go
6-sided
Ginsu second.
Vayne.
Wait, are they gonna do a
That shit
20-minute
ain't
Baron?
It's
Oh.
good for them to look for it. I mean, they're so ahead right now. They can control all of Red Team's red side of the map, top side, behind Baron. They can just start getting some deep vision in there, controlling, looking for picks, shoving waves, waiting for them to do something. Throw one of them in the side lane with TP. That would be Kled. Just to
Catch on
match whoever
Shifter.
split it.
That is a kill. That is another kill for Toferoni Pepperoni. You know what? I'm gonna say it. Next game, Xayah is not getting through. They're not gonna let Xayah through. It is one of Topher's best champions.
Yeah, I'll be honest. It's kind of it's looking like a team diff right now. Honestly, like the shit, like they're just getting shit on. Like I mean that in the nicest way possible. Like the early game just did not come through. I mean, they still, like I said, I still do believe that fucking LTP will have the mid to late just by happenstance of what their team comp is. But it's like, will they get to that point? I don't know, right?
Nick going in there trying to stall out Lucas from preventing him flashing over the wall, but I don't think it's going to be enough.
I mean,
Nick might be able to get out with a
Lucas
pistol.
doesn't have
Oh, but
smite.
there's a lot of... Yeah, oh yeah, and that's a
So they have
Baron
to give
as
this
well as a
up.
remount.
Oh,
That is that a kill for Lucas? Or not for Lucas, Nick? That is definitely looking pretty good for... Oh, the knock-up.
close,
And
close.
Tipster makes it out. Oh my
Cam
goodness.
split pushing in bot lane as expected.
That
Does
looks
not
like
get
solo
tier
queue
two.
Cam right there. But honestly, it's good. I mean, you know they're on Baron. You don't think you can win the fight. You got to do something. And this Cassiopeia is already just so massive.
It really, like, I mean, even though Cass is like
Yeah,
super, like,
Rylai's-
1 in 3,
yeah.
He's been
very
behind, and
well
he's
fed.
still just with those 2 items. He's doing that much damage with 2 E's with a Q hit.
Vinny gets hit by
So
another
much
Q,
damage.
and tier 2
Not
goes
to
down.
mention-
That's Warwick ulti on
Ooh,
top of
the-
it all. I mean,
multi-person
Illuminati's
ground is
overstepping his
huge.
boundaries here. I'm surprised nobody's just trying to kill him.
Not
Nick's
looking
still
good.
on top.
Not looking good for the red team here. They're getting shoved in with Baron.
Looking for a 1-3-1 play, maybe? I don't know why Topher's walking up into the jungle. I mean, unless he's trying to regroup with his team.
Yeah, I
see,
feel
how
like
much-
Xayah really should just be hammering on that bot turret. There's 2 side turrets that are tier 2s that have
Oh, we got
extra.
Shifter going in for the flank. Looks
There
like
it is.
Illuminati
Oh
might just
my
die
goodness!
Here. This is not a good play. Oh,
Cam-
is there that's
oh,
a Cassio
Cam with the
ulti? Cleanse from Cameroon.
Oh,
Cameroon.
him with the point
stun.
blank condemned. Well played.
They
Oh,
got the
Topher coming in.
shutdown!
Topher's like, I'm avenging you, Jack.
Tipster does not have ulti yet, and he needs to hold out for just a little bit longer. Cam, he's trying to heal you. Run to him! Oh, never mind, it's over. You should have flashed over the wall.
Settle.
Unlucky. Honestly, I want to say really good itemization choices from Nick here by building Bork second instead of just opting for more tank items. Like, I know Warwick usually builds Bork within his build somewhere, but getting it early is smart into something like Mundo, right? Where you're always going to be taking those, like, engagement trades, and now that you have Bork, it's like Mundo really just can't fight you. Not until he gets at
It's
least
honestly
the
really good itemization. I agree. Tally's doing a great job with the Jock Show into Bork. I mean, it is a build on Warwick though. That's pretty standard, but it's coming in very effectively for them, and he's been making really good rotations with this Warwick passive. He's been in a lot of different lanes. He's stopped a lot of ganks from being successful. He's gotten a lot of leads for his team by taking advantage of when they burn a summoner. So honestly, props to him.
Another engage here.
Honestly,
from,
I think-
Nick.
I think next game Kled's gonna be banned. I mean, like I think they might switch it up because I think Kled is just like running top lane over right now.
Absolutely.
I will say I don't know if Mordekaiser is the champ you wanted to pick into Kled, and that's what they went for. I would have much rather seen Fiora or Gwen from Vinny. Those are some better champs for him that are really good carry champs. You know, Mordekaiser does depend on the healing aspect of his kit. Kled's one of the best.
Tipster is immediately dead. Oh my god. Well,
Off
that's
the
what
back
happens
of
when you're
that,
10-0 on Xayah. You have LDR, Navori, and Kraken.
wasn't that off of a Morgana Q?
Yes,
Yeah,
that was a
from Morgana,
Morgana Q into a Warwick ulti.
Honestly,
Neat.
man, Gotti coming in clutch with this Morgana. I've never seen him whip this one out. He's doing a fantastic job. They've
I'm gonna
put him
say that
3, 4
Morgana
champions
pick,
deep, and this is what he pulls out, and he's performing.
Nini, that Morgana pick was a UC and high elo pick, to be honest
I'm
with
telling you, like, I saw the comp, I was like, dude, the only way to make this to make Topher live these fights just even better is just Morgana. Like Morgana is just a staple pick if you're gonna pick like Xayah like that.
Ooh, looks like he might get Gotti might get caught out here.
And that's
Yeah,
Dragon.
overstayed a little bit, yeah.
That's red team gets Dragon here.
Wow.
100%. I mean,
There-
again,
there's
like I said,
objective down here, right?
red team's a heavy scaling comp. These fights, like the fact that blue team is giving up these simple, like just 1 to 2 deaths into objectives, is gonna bite them. Like I'm telling you, like even though blue team is so far ahead, like these overextends into objectives are just, it's gonna cost them in the end of the day. Like, cause that's 3 dragons for blue team, or sorry, red team.
That is, yeah, and 2 of them are Chemtech. They're really good for the Mundo, Rakan, Vayne, yeah,
And Mord,
absolutely.
because Mord
But
also has the Riftmaker for healing and stuff.
definitely.
There's
Can I see the I want to see the items real quick on Mundo? I'm curious about something. Okay, so this is interesting, yeah, because they have so many physical threats right now on red side that they really can't put that much into MR right now, which is going to let give Jack some space to do some giga damage on Cassiopeia. But again, only if they full commit to fights. Cassio is really bad at short fights where they don't have to commit. So
Yeah.
if they can rely more on those, like they just did over there with catching Gotti for overstaying. Oh, looks like we have a
God, that
big
damage.
burst.
If that
Can I
was
just
a
take a
dragon,
quick
Jack
second
died.
to appreciate something?
Yes.
We have 4 people in this game right now within 200 CS roughly.
Yeah, that's pretty
And
impressive.
they're so close. Jack and Topher, so close in CS, and they're both, you know, primary farmers. Cam's right there with it, 197. You've got Mundo at 211, Mord at 188. I don't know how that matches up to where they should probably be in the game, but it's really cool to see how close these guys are in CS between these teams, because it's not something you see very often, like in solo queue or in, you know, what have you. It usually looks a bit more dramatic than that.
Is
So
this real life? The mid laner got a blue buff?
Oh my god.
Man,
It's
I
insane.
would if
Oh,
only.
Illuminati's flashed down, so that's the engage. Topher's ultimate is down. Ooh, Vinny ults. I don't think he wants to take that though. He's probably just.
Jack
Oh,
is a-
Illuminati pulls out the ulti. Topher is alone. Vinny's
Big
still
big
alive.
stun on the
How is Vinny
Clem's
still
bird on-
alive? Jickhead's going down.
oh
There's TP
my
coming
goodness.
in. That's Kled. Ooh, Cameroon.
Oh, we had the
Cameron.
Oh my god, that's
Cam
good.
coming
That
in
was
clutch.
4v5. That was 4v5.
That was without the Masters player.
I'm telling you,
That-
dude.
They
that's
really
we have
can't
Baron-
do
that's we have
TLP.
Baron for them as well.
LTP.
LTP.
What the hell?
LTP.
LTP. That was such a
And
great
that was
fight.
from an insurmountable gold gap. Now they're on Soul Point. They're getting Baron. They've closed the gold lead. This is a 2,000 gold game.
Oh my, dude, you wouldn't
They're
think it.
2,000 gold apart now with
You-
10 kills.
I'm telling you, dude, you would not think it with the amount of kills that have been thrown in this game. I'm just saying. Like, you look at the scoreboard, you see 1-7 Mord, fucking 0-6 for Khan against like 11-0 Xayah, 7-3 Warwick, and a fucking 5-1 Kled, and you're like, dude, there's no way that they're only down 2k gold. It's insane. It's actually insane. Like, I'm so impressed. I'm actually so happy to see this, because like these guys, so Cam, Topher, and even Jaquez, right? Like all like looked at as like kind of like these mean players. So like, oh yeah, they just tilt in solo queue and shit. But it's like when you actually throw them in a team environment, they do extremely well. Like even in behind scenarios, it's wild.
Looks like a Warden's male as well on Cam. He's respecting Topher's damage a little
yeah,
bit.
he is. Yeah, that's smart. If you're that behind on Vayne, or if you're starting to get ahead, like going defensive is never a bad option. Especially like I would love to
Hipster
see a Phantom
chunked.
Dancer come out for a last item.
Yeah, no, for sure. But Hipster is already at half HP. Dang, that was a big binding from
Yeah, it
Mord.
would be- It'd be really fucking hilarious if Tipster picked up like a Redemption or an Ardent Sensor to give Cam even more attacks
Probably was
in
a
these
little
fights.
bit there. LeBlanc has almost 3 items now. Okay, so we should have our death cap finished up soon. Yeah, that's doomed for Topher if he gets caught out, basically.
Yeah,
3
he's
item
sitting on
LeBlanc.
700 gold, so he just needs about 400 more and he gets it. For 300, sorry, 788. Looking for picks. Dragon's coming up in a minute. I would not like to see anybody fighting.
Oh, that's a binding on Lord. Might get a lot. Oh, this might be a big.
Topher's
Vinny
looking.
close. Very close though.
Honestly,
I think Topher hard committed to that. They would have gotten that kill there.
yeah, he had Tally right behind him with Black Shield from Agati. I don't know, it would have been a really good fight. Especially with how spread out Red Team was.
Looks like Cam's cleanse is almost back up too, so that's going to be huge for the next, because the Cassio stun on Vayne is actually really critical. But with the cleanse is the reason why Cam was able to live and get so many kills that last fight, basically. It worked for him.
Oh,
Shifter's caught out. That is a kill.
Gets caught on his own engage. No, what a great.
There's Condemned though.
by
That's half
Gotti
HP
there,
on
though.
Kled. I think the biggest threat for Cam in these fights is Kled, and maybe Topher as well, right? But Topher has to get through a front line, so like the person. So with Kled being as low as he is, this engagement is kind of troll.
The complete whiff. But they got a grounding on Cam.
Yep.
There's
Cam is
a
Death Dragon.
5-man ulti from Rakan, not gonna matter here. Wait, what if Lucas gets that flash smite steal? That is
it could be. I don't know if he'll
No,
look
no,
for it though. Will he look
that would
for
be.
it? No, they decided they're deciding tier 1. Vinny has TP though. I don't know. I mean, I think that could have been that could have been manageable. It could have maybe started a fight. They got split with the Kled ulti, which kind of sucked, right? Because like I feel like if Kled ult hit maybe Mundo and then they just kind of like kited backwards, I think they might win that fight, or at least take down a few people with them. But I guess they were afraid of losing Lucas, right, and then losing drag pressure.
So they're pushing on that inhib. Man, what an intense game. In this downtime, I'm going to take a moment to talk about our sponsor, Raid Shadow Legends.
Yeah, no, I can't do that. We're not actually sponsored, by the way, legally by the trade company or something. It's some big company. You have to legally dispute or disclose whether or not you are sponsored to get a giga fine. Vinny taking the 1v1 against Cassiopeia. I don't know how this is going to end, honestly. I mean, Vinny's pretty strong. He has to dodge ulti. Oh, that's...
But we got shield. We got Seraph's shield.
Vinny ended. He's
And
1-8 on this board. How the mighty have fallen.
Well, I see Vinny building tank items now. It's a little late for that one, my friend. I respect the late, Sunfire pickup, but you needed the protein. You needed to get them gains, but...
Vinny perhaps playing a little too much Lost Ark recently, perhaps?
Yeah, maybe thinks he's invincible, presses the shield button and lives, that kind of thing.
Perhaps. Either way, the best part about all this is that it doesn't just end when this game's over, because this is a best of 3, baby. The way it should have always been, the way God intended it.
Oh, is it actually best of 3?
A true... We get a true test, a chance to answer for
Mental
the mistakes
fortitude.
you made in the first game.
Yep.
So it's going to be really nice, because these guys showed up really hard in game 1, and I hope they both walk away and give us a rousing game 2 of this match.
But see, the thing is, right, is that usually when games go over 40 minutes, it is really devastating to lose, right? Because one mistake costs the entire game. So what I'm really curious to see is that if, let's just say, a team loses and it goes post 40, will they have the same mental fortitude to be able to continue and play the exact same into next game, or will they become tilted? Because you got to remember, these players are no. Oh my!
Wow! Shifter getting the pick. There it is.
That was such an insane pick.
Ooh, and that's a late ult from Vinny, so that's really good, because that means he gets more time to 1v1 this Kled. So close, there's the ball passive.
Will Kled get the remount? Kled is going to get
the remount. He got the remount.
But honestly,
now
that's
they're both
big.
out of ult, they're on relatively even ground.
Oh, I think Vinny loses here. Unless Vinny has W. He needs W.
Wait.
Oh! Vinny has W, it's over.
Did he get the W?
Nick loses. Oh my god,
downtown. Warwick Williams coming right down.
But yeah, as I was saying, right, it's like, remember, these players are really known for not having like the greatest mental, so like losing a 40+ minute game is so mentally taxing, right? Like, will they go into the next game with the same energy?
Starting a Baroon.
They
did see Tally bot lane. This should be free.
They don't have a whole lot of vision coming into this.
Blue team is converging.
Tally no ultimate.
Oh, it was a close fight, but red team gets it.
Topher needs some help right here. Oh, he is in it.
Oh, Tipster with the flash. He's going in. He hits the cast. Here comes Queddle. Queddle hits the wrong person. Cam hits the commit. Topher's so low.
Has to go back in, but he might just
red team is winning.
Oh, and the 1,000 gold shutdown.
That was Topher's first death.
What a banger. Oh my god. Ace for the red team. It's Ace and Baron. in their own soul point.
Oh.
Oh my lord.
Baron was
Luke is just
smited.
walking up to face tank this turret.
Literally
Welcome to
face
the
tanking
room,
this turret, bro.
That was a beautiful fight. What a game.
Dude, I'm sorry. I was literally biting my shirt because I saw the Baron at 22 HP after the smites went out. Oh my
It
god.
was so close.
Oh my
man.
god, dude. It was like that wasn't even like a smite candy. That was like these guys literally tried to calculate smites and it was so like it was infinitesimally so close to just being either ors.
I'm gonna be honest. As a jungler, you
Not
hate
even
to
close.
see it.
Yeah,
Because
you
you know, both of you know going into that if you get this, it's not skill. It's not because you're the better player. You just RNG'd that shit. Let's be honest.
Exactly.
Every smite fight is a 50-50.
I don't know, man, dude. Canyon would say otherwise, bro. He literally picked Kane and jungle dipped everybody in a meta where Kane was shit.
If it was a skill issue, pick Nunu, bro. Pick Cho'Gath.
Pick Cho'Gath.
Get some true damage on that shit. Sync it up and tell me that it's a smite diff, bro. I
Smite
promise you, it's still fucking
Gotti
toss-up.
hitting these bindings, but it doesn't matter because Mundo goes where he pleases.
Oh, Jack
Jack
has being
caught out
here.
Jack still has barrier. Mord ults Warwick. Interesting. That's a whoa.
Nini is doing really well in here. He's
But
buying
the
a lot
Mord,
of time for
the
his
Mord
team here.
damage.
Could this be soul
Really
for the
well
red
done,
team?
Tim.
It
Oh,
is soul
soul!
for the red team.
I'm telling you
That's
guys.
over, red team.
What a comeback!
So looking at the items,
Red
we
team
have
is now
Banshee's
ahead in gold.
Oh.
We got a catch there though on Tipster Williams.
Tipster, no.
Tipster, no.
Jack is really low here. He should definitely be thinking about going base.
They have Baron. They're not using it. I feel like.
Red team
Tally
is
is
shoving
sticking
mid
around.
lane.
Hugs on the
It's
side. I mean,
interesting.
yeah, Lucas is doing extremely well, giving pressure here for mid lane because I mean, the moment they take a fight, right, they just
He's
run at
running
them.
interference.
And Jack
man.
still
It's really
hasn't
good.
recalled yet. Oh!
Oh,
the
and he gets the
cleaver!
kill!
He's built them! Heart steal proc.
Oh,
Oh
and the
my
hard steal with the E.
the
Look
monstrous
at
Mundo. The monstrous Mundo.
Bro,
Holy
he's like-
shit.
Dude, Mork said he can slap her. Mork said he can slap her ass once, and he fucking right into it, dude. Holy shit!
God
600
damn.
damage from just an E slap. God damn.
Everyone's just getting their moment this game. I love that.
I do love
Everyone's
that.
doing so well.
And the game's
What a-
not even
what
over
a-
yet, right?
what a
Like, all they
game.
got is mid inhib. Honestly, gold is still relatively even. It's in
It
favor of red
is,
side
yeah.
now, but it
I
hasn't
mean,
gone
at this
past
point
10K.
in the game, right? Like 4,000 gold difference isn't much of a difference.
Exactly, yeah. Like it has not gone past 10K. It's actually insane how well these guys are playing.
Can I take a look at the items real quick? I want to see something about Jack. Okay. Jack really needs percent penetration at this point. One of Cassiopeia's biggest weaknesses is that she can't effectively build much flat pen, and at this point in the game, she's going to need that percent pen as much as I think I would have opted for. I mean, sitting on the Oblivion Orb for a while, but then going into Void Staff or something like that, because otherwise,
Yeah, I
her
definitely
damage is
think
gonna
you need
fall
to
off.
grab. If you're not going Leanders, you have to go for that the other item, right? You have to go for the other health burn item.
Demonic
Embrace, right? You have to go for that, and then when you're seeing MR on the team like you have here, where almost everybody has purchased MR on that team, you at some point you got to start building that void
Ooh,
staff.
Shifter looking for a pick
Which
on
is too good
Illuminati.
of percent pin.
Lucas is literally face
Lucas
taking
is just
another
like-
turret.
Shifter
Yeah,
going
I
back
remember-
in for some.
I remember seeing this in a Vandrel video.
Yeah, this is
Actually.
this reminds me of a Vandrel video I've seen him once or twice. Ooh,
Yep.
putting the items away.
Back in
Mord is an
my
absolute
my
monster
day,
right now. What is
Mundo
going on?
actually needed minions to clear.
Oh, but we got a
towers.
catch on him.
Oh, Mortal
it's
comes
Paul-
out. It's on Kled. Can he get the D mount? Ooh,
Jack.
Mortal
he
hits
did not
two.
get caught out
Pam
immediately.
is free hitting. Oh, he overextends into the Warwick Spirit, cleanses it. Shield
Ooh,
activated.
almost a-
Warwick Spirit.
Oh my God!
he
They're all
does-
doing so much.
Tover has ult. No, he
Go
doesn't.
for.
He's
No, he
dead.
does not have ulti. He used it. That is an
That is it.
ace
That's
for the red
GG.
team. That is GG.
That has to be GG.
Cam
GG's going
played
out.
that fight like a god.
God.